Hey y'all, it's Siren the bartender with my second episode of Siren Talks, Sip, Heal, and Talk. This episode is going to be dedicated to my event, which is happening November 13th, Thursday, between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. at St. James Libation. This episode is going to be called Love and Boundaries. I'm surrounded by my community of loved ones. So we're going to sip, talk, and heal. Everyone, please state your name, where you're from, and your sign. Excuse me.
Hi everyone, I'm Daija. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm a Aries.
Hey everyone, my name is Euralis. Again, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm a Leo.
I'm Siren. I'm actually from Harlem, and I'm an Aquarius.
Hi everyone, my name is Bliss, and I'm a Pisces, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Hey everybody, my name is Zen. I'm from Queens, and I'm a Pisces.
Oh, so we all from New York.
Yeah.
Native New Yorkers. All right, now, so what does love and boundaries mean to you?
Okay, first. Okay, so when I think about love and boundaries, I think of it as far as the relationship I have to myself and others. I don't ever want to neglect myself to make anyone else happy. I think that when it comes to having boundaries with other people, I still have to make sure that I'm being nurtured and I'm not giving more than what I can. And love shouldn't mean that you have to neglect parts of yourself or the things that you have to do to help accelerate your growth. It should mean that anybody in the situation, whether you're in any type of relationship, you both are being, motivated and encouraging each other to grow together. One shouldn't be depleting the other one. So I think that one of the things I always tell myself is that in order to have love for other people, I have to have love for myself first and foremost. Because that will be reflected outwardly in any situation, whether it be a relationship, a job, opportunities I have. I will always find love outside if I have it within myself. So I always believe that. So that's the boundaries for me.
Ooh, this is a very sensitive topic for me because I feel like I'm going through that phase of love and boundaries. Love and boundaries, I feel like it coexists with one another. Like you can't have love without boundaries.
Clock it.
Yeah. And I'm learning that the more that I love myself, the more that I'm starting to know what kind of boundaries do I need. And I think that it changes. It changes, especially as you start to evolve and you start to know yourself more better. You start to love yourself more better. But I think that love and boundaries go hand in hand.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
See.
Love for me is respect, honestly. That's what comes up for me. It's about like respecting your boundaries, and love should be easy. If love is hard, then that's not love. That's it.
Period.
Yeah, word. I mean, what else can I add to that? No, I mean, I think, love and boundaries, it's an important concept to reflect on, especially like if you're like on a journey of self-love and self-discovery. I think it's important to get to a space where, we can practice unconditional love because that's like the ultimate love in my opinion. But through that, we also have to have boundaries for, making sure that we're not, overly expressing or overly giving, to spaces or folks or, things that may not be as giving to us, so that's why it's important that we have boundaries so we're not completely depleting ourselves for others outside of self.
I love that. Y'all guys, already answering like half of the questions. So speaking of journey, which Zen has stated on, my next question is, how has your upbringing or trauma shaped how you approach to love? Sam, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay. I live for this. All right, y'all. So for me, honestly, I grew up in a very abusive household, and it really, honestly, I feel like it sounds crazy, but it really helped me because it made me become everything I didn't want to be. Like I just really focused on like who I needed to be growing up, like, who's gonna save me? Of course myself, but like, as an adult, like, what does it look like saving me? And then, yeah, and just, that's it. And like applying that, like, so like, I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
How has your
Okay.
upbringing or trauma shaped how you approach with love?
So yes, with my trauma, I just honestly, I use it and I go inward. And I literally just like, whatever they're reflecting or projecting on me, I know that's not me whatsoever because I'm my own person with my own identity. So like, I just go inward and say, what does love mean to me? And what does that look like for me? And then that's it. And then if it doesn't like resemble that or doesn't look like that or feel like that, then that's not love.
So with your journey of showing up for yourself, was it an immediate thing or did it take time?
No, it took, honestly, I feel like it took a lifetime.
And it's still going.
It's taking
Yeah, and I'm still going, of course, but I've come so long on my journey now, so it's like, I'm not gonna say I don't have trauma inside me, but I feel like with a lot of the work I've done, it doesn't like, I don't know, I don't wanna say like, it doesn't phase me in such like a negative way.
Because you put the work in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You work too hard
Yeah.
to go back into that state of accepting that trauma that no longer seeks you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daija?
Oh wow.
I told you I'm shuffling it up.
Alright. Yeah, same. I do believe I always, whenever I like know that I experience trauma and I'm trying to like, grow from it, I always look inward because I can't really rely on anybody else to help fix what I got going on. And I like to think of a lot of things now because of like, I'm not Buddhist, but I do like dabble into a lot of the the theory, and I do believe in karma, and I think that I have my own karma. I'm very self-aware, I'm very self-reflective and introspective, and when things pop up, I just know that I feel like maybe that's something from a past life or something that I have to like have to experience, and it comes in the form of a trauma to trigger me for now, for me to grow from it. So I think of everything as being my growth. I don't think this universe is punishing me in any way, shape, or form. I take accountability for myself, and I don't play the victim anymore. And I think that when I encounter certain things, it's just for my growth. And so that's how I like to think of trauma, so that I can like grow from it. And I'm a Virgo moon, so when it comes to my emotions, when stuff happening, I'll be like, maybe this, that, and the third, and this happened because this reason. I'm calculating everything. So I'll be calculating everything, and I gotta move past it in order for me to, complete my mission and do what I gotta do. It's all about my mission. I'm always trying to fulfill the next stage, the next journey, the next step to get to where I'm supposed to be. And I'm going to a very big place. So I just think that it's all a part of the plan. The universe's plan for me.
I know you mentioned victim, which I feel like we live in a generation where everybody is so quickly to place themselves as a victim. So when did you realize that being a victim is not a healthy place?
I realized that when, I guess I was like at a really state, I was just kind of sick of being, that phrase when they be like, you gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah. I just got to a low point. I'm like, yo, I just was like, nothing's working right. Like, and my mom had passed away. I'm like, my mom not here. A lot of traumatic things was happening in the household. Like, it was just like, why is stuff so bad right now? And it was kind of just like, nobody came to save me.
And nobody's
No one came
to save me. And I was like, damn, I gotta figure this out. So I just started taking the steps, having certain encounters, changing my mindset, what I intake, like trying to be on more of a high vibration naturally. And that's when kind of my journey started. It was like, yo, this about you, Daija. This about you fixing your life, you making sure you're good, and then everything else will fall in line. So once I started to see that within me, like I said, everything else fell into line afterwards. I started getting more support. I started getting genuine love, started meeting the connections, meeting the people that I needed to meet. Mirror reflections, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. So yeah, once you know within yourself that you good, everything else is gonna like fall in line. That's how I feel.
Absolutely. Zen?
All right. Wow. I got caught up just listening.
Yeah, powerful.
Yeah, the question was about trauma.
Yeah, how has your upbringing or trauma shaped how you approach love?
Interesting. I find that it does very much shape how you approach love, how I approach love. For me and my upbringing, when I reflect on like my past relationships, a lot of it, I think, because of the way I was brought up, was like based in like a codependency, right? Where like I felt like, like I always needed to be around somebody. Like even like just growing up, like I would like, I'd be afraid of the dark and stuff. So I might, go sleep in my, parents' bed or something, or, this need to like, have someone like next to me there. And then that, would translate into, relationships, So yeah, so that's, I guess, an example of, this codependency feeling or whatever that I've like kind of grew up with, this like desire to like kind of always have someone there. Yeah. So and then working through that, the kind of the process that I'm in currently is learning how to be interdependent more so. So like working with, opposed to working for, like just to keep this person or to keep this connection or something. It's like, no, let's like work together, like true partnership, and not just in romantic connections, but also friendships and business and things like that. So yeah, I think very much so, especially like, the first examples for many of us that see relationships are, our parents or any adults that we may have, caregivers that we may have as we grow up. So I think that definitely has a lot to do with how we navigate through relationships. But the
upbringing.
Yeah, the upbringing. But the trauma, I just want to say, sorry, I know it's long-winded.
No.
But the trauma part, as a lot of folks are saying, it's like you can't. That can't control you, like you have to release it. You got to release resentment. You have to like I think traumatic experiences can either, turn us into a super villain or a superhero,
Wow.
So I think it's a good, good thing to reflect on, especially as we navigate through connection.
Yeah, not being a victim.
Yeah.
Being a victim, you will never win. Euralis?
Can you repeat the question again?
Yes, because I know there's so much words and blessings and vibrations. How has your upbringing or trauma shaped how you approach love?
Forgive me if I get emotional here. As for me growing up, the trauma that I was born into was, if I do something, then I receive love. And that kept me feeling like unseen, unworthy. And I think it became a cycle, especially in my relationships. The victim part of it is, it's like you want so your parents, right? You want your parents to give you something, but they're incapable of giving you that. And for me, it's funny that you said that about the resentment and being in that stage, because I'm still in that stage of resenting my mother for something that I think that she should have gave to me. So I'm still navigating that, especially in my relationships, and not trying to become what I've been hyper independent because I feel like I can deal with everything myself, or I can like just do everything, raise myself, love myself by myself, but it's not working anymore because I need support. So, can you repeat the question one more time?
How has your upbringing or trauma shaped how you approach love?
Now, I have to remind myself that it's okay to be seen.
Yes, it is.
I have to be in spaces like this and have conversations like this to make sure to know that, there's people around that willing to support me and willing to love me.
I love you.
I know.
And you're not alone as well. I know I might come off like I'm fun and secure, but I also have my own mother trauma as well. I actually haven't spoken to my mom in like over 10 years. but and it also affected me in as far as how I show up for others. But me trusting in people and allowing them to show up for me, as you were saying earlier, not realizing I'm not by myself, and this community that we're building within this space alone has shown me that I can give the love that I wasn't getting from my own mom. So you're not by yourself.
I know.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
So you guys answered that question completely. Like, I'm not even gonna ask the second one. We're moving up on to relationship dynamics and challenges. How do you spot gaslighting or enabling behavior? Zen, you're gonna start.
Oh, wow.
Y'all all say that when I put y'all on the spot.
Wow. How do we spot gaslighting
And
or
enabling behaviors. Yeah, enabling is a big issue going on in 2025.
Yeah.
Well,
They gotta stop now.
Yeah, I think we'll start with the enabling part, right? Because I think it's easy for I think it's easy, especially in like a romantic situation or intimacy. It's easy to enable a person. It's easy for you to allow yourself to be enabled by a person as well, especially if, let's say, you're going through something or you're going through like a transitional phase or something like that. And, hey, if, you meet somebody and, they into what you into, or,
Saying the right thing.
there's, they saying the right thing.
That's the gaslighting. You tapping into gaslighting already.
Yeah. So it's,
A lot of gaslighting going on.
yeah, it leaves you open, for certain things, but I think that's also it's also a part of the process. Like we have to we have to understand what a sort of enabling relationship looks like, right? And how like toxic that can be, and like and also like the gaslighting. Like I think also too, you get to a point where I don't know, you just kind of, you don't want to do that. Like, and for me as, the like masculine, I've been in like heteronormative relationships and stuff. And more often than none, I think, and, whether I've been conscious of it or not, may have gaslit, right? And also like have experienced it on the other end. So it's something like to be conscious of. And I think when you get to a certain like maturity, you kind of like, yeah, this is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. Like you really just got to be in tune with yourself. You feel me? And then you're not gaslighting nobody. You feel me? Like if I'm upfront with you and telling you what my intentions are, where I am right now, what I have the capacity for, then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it comes a level of realization one has to do. Whether you're the gaslighter or you've been, a victim of gaslighting, unfortunately, you just gotta reflect on it and say, okay, how can I grow from this? How can I navigate this better? Because you don't want to hurt anyone. I would hope so.
As you being a man who dates women, why do you? Well, you can't speak for all men, but. Why do you feel like men do gaslight so much? And not to blame it all on men. Why do men, not saying at all, the ones I've seen, enable like women to kind of be toxic in a way? Meaning like I guess because I've seen situations where men have gaslighted women so much, and men have made women believe that they was gonna get the fairy tale, and then women get on this spiral roll of being verbal abusive. Because I experienced that with my own parents. But my question is to you, like, why do you think most men do the gaslighting?
Again, I can't speak for all men here.
It's kind of hard. I wish I had a panel of men answer this.
I think the short, I don't know. I feel like that's a whole entire other conversation.
Yeah.
Just like with, I could go to like, patriarchy and misogyny and like kind of just how we're like the system that kind of raises us to take advantage, of women in a way, right? Like a lot of us are, whether we're not taught this directly, but like this concept of conquering or like, you know, like manipulating and if niggas ain't real with themselves, then they're not gonna be real with nobody else.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the times, doing the work. A lot of the times there's a disruption within the divine feminine within themselves. And because they don't understand that or haven't made peace with that, then they hurt the divine feminine that, you know, the creator brings into their life more often than none to show them something different, you know. But yeah, it's just a toxic cycle, mother wounds and shit like that. And I don't want to sit here and like I'm perfect and shit and I got all the answers and shit. Like I'm working through my shit as well,
no.
you know.
Healing is a daily process.
Yeah. But it's out of that I'm like, yeah, I can't keep doing this, you know. And like also expand like me expanding my ability to have platonic friendships with women has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a part of it too, where like growing up, a lot of the relationships that I would only have with women have been romantic or, you know, where it's like, and I think that, and I didn't grow up with sisters, you feel me? Maybe if I grew up with sisters, it'd be a little different, you feel me? But like, I'm blessed with sisters now, you feel me, to be able to help me understand things differently. Because it's true what they say, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. You know, like, so to your point about like this anger and this thing, and not to, you know, we're generalizing and stuff. But I think there's something very much to that. You know, if you awaken, Bob Marley has a quote about that. It's like, if you awaken a love in a woman, you know, make sure you're going to love her properly or something. I'm paraphrasing, but it's something like that, you know, so yeah, it just comes down to us, I think, just being more mindful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Euralis, I'd like for you to answer the question.
Can you repeat
Yeah, the way that y'all be going in, it goes, how do you spot gaslighting in enabling behavior?
Experience.
Oh, okay.
Experience. Like,
season.
Like, like you, I don't know how many of you guys, but like you've been in a toxic situation. You've been in a relationship where it was like, what the hell is this? And why am I putting through this? Mm-hmm. And the more you start adding things together, you're like, okay, this is not for me. Mm-hmm. This is the signs. So when you're talking to somebody new, you're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. You love bombing me. We're not doing that. Like, you start to notice little signs. And even if you don't know, I feel like you know, your intuition know, but you second guess yourself. Because of course you want love. Of course you want somebody, but like, trust it. Like, trust your intuition. Like, if somebody's on the phone the second day, I love you, that I'm trying to be your husband, like, this nigga don't know you. Like, they don't know you. So how can they say all of this in the beginning when they don't know nothing about you? So trust it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I spot it, you know.
I'm also going to state too, a lot of people are very vulnerable, gullible. So you have to have that kind of vulnerable or emotional maturity to kind of not fall victim to that.
Because like people want love. Like people want love.
Me being a queer man, like I've been gaslighted nonstop. They like, oh, I'm gonna give you this, and because I have that mother trauma womb in me, I often fall victim, and it's kind of like I have to pull myself out constantly. So I'm kind of working on my discernment and emotional maturity, which I see that you two are definitely have. So for the people that don't have that, like she said, try to clock that. My next question is going to be, how do anti-blackness, colorism, or interracial dynamics affect love? Daija.
Ooh.
I know it's like a pool of one time.
Say that one more time.
So how do anti-blackness, colorism, which go hand in hand, or interracial dynamics affect love? Like, how do you now, like, say if you are choosing a partner, are you open to everything, or do you feel like it's a level of like, do you experience any time anti-blackness or colorism, or push to be for more interracial love?
Okay. Okay, so to answer that, I would say for the most part, I'm pretty open. I don't like to limit myself to any form of what I think society is pushing love to make me feel like it is in a way. I fell in love with somebody I didn't even think was even my type. It was just for the strength of maybe like that. We had that encounter. He just was a catalyst for me to start really learning a new way to love myself. So I think that's kind of how I see it. Anybody I am attracted to or have gone into a situation with in love, I think they're there to teach me a lot about myself, and so in a way they're a mirror to me. So I think the time I guess I would encounter them would be the time I needed to learn something about myself. So I think about it more in that sense. And love is love. Like we always talk about, love is free, love is open. And I think because of how people are conditioned in society, there's gonna be like little, I guess, microaggressions or little stuff in between. But that just comes from like the self-hate people got within themselves for them to be projecting that on me. That got nothing to do with me.
Shout out to the self-hating people. Heal yourself, please.
Yeah, I can say that I don't really encounter that anymore, really.
Because you're attracting your mirror reflection.
Exactly.
People.
Yeah, so I guess in the past maybe, but I can't remember.
But how do you navigate when you do not? You encounter a person that is not your reflection.
I think he's still saying that.
Yeah, I would agree. I think I'm so. See, when you reach a point where you're so full of love in yourself, and you've been able to experience so many versions of love around you, you have no other choice but to just give it back to the universe.
Come on.
And I think like your cup is your cup is literally. It's like you love yourself so much. That's all you want to give out. You don't even want to be like bitter or nasty or like tasty. You kind of outgrow those things. You kind of become more emotionally mature, and you're able to handle certain situations a lot better with more maturity. So I think. Yeah, and it's like I want the creator to keep blessing me, so I'm gonna just keep putting out that love.
Abundance of blessings, please.
Yeah, like I'm gonna.
I second that. I'm seconding your answer because that's 100% true.
You are actually gonna answer the question. That's
I can't even answer. Daija answered it for me. I second everything you say.
Yo, that's Daija. She gonna answer everything. So in that aspect, I guess I'm gonna ask you the next question. Okay, for shutting it down. How do you navigate friendships versus romantic love?
Ooh, I like this question.
Yeah.
How do I navigate friendships? Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. So I treat my friendships and my relationships very, very different. Because intimacy, I'm not gonna say friendships. Like everything's for me. Okay, first and foremost, everything, and I mean everything, starts with a friendship first.
Absolutely.
I build with people. Even if I'm into them like that, like I see them more than a friend, I tell them, I say, listen, I really like you, but we need to be friends and I have a time limit. Like I'm not playing. Like we need to be friends for at least like 3, 6, maybe even a year before I continue to pursue you romantically. Because like
that's a smart thing to do.
Baby.
Yeah.
Honestly, and for real, because if we didn't build anything, then we have nothing to stand for.
Yep.
And I really flow on that. Like my last relationship, we built a friendship first and foremost. We built a friendship for a year, and then we were in a relationship, and it was so beautiful because we had something to stand on. Like it wasn't just like, oh, like no, like that person got to know me as like my raw like self, especially through friendship. Because in relationships, like I have a Pisces Venus, so. Love is love for me. Like I love. Like
with all caps.
Literally, love. So yeah, so for my friendships, like of course, like hit it off, build, etc., and I still love them. I'm still gonna look out for people, everything, because I'm a very community-based person. So regardless, whether you're a community or not, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna love you, but my love has a limit. My thing is, my love when it comes to like relationships, that's where I don't have a limit. Because it's like I just love so much. I'm just like I want to pour, and I want to build you, and I want to do all these things.
There's no limit in terms of friendship or romantic.
Romantic.
Is that okay? Do you think that's okay?
No, that's not okay, and that's what I'm like learning now.
So it's limitless for romantic, but friendship, there's a limit.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Even though you start with the friendship.
Yeah.
Why is that you're limitless for romantic?
I don't know. I feel I'm a very devoted person. So I think.
Do you feel like there's a bit of enabling there?
Maybe. There could be.
Yeah. Because I feel like with romantic or even family love, often it's a lot of enabling.
It's true.
And then with friendships that are usually come from a pure point where there's no sexual, there's no family ties, there's this whole limitation.
Yeah.
So I know with me, not saying I treat my friends and my companion the same, but I try to give because once again, love is red. I try to spread it equally because I feel like I'm so big on enabling. I think we do that so much as a society. We put the person we're fucking, excuse my French.
No, it's true.
And our family to a higher standpoint.
Yeah.
And they're often the ones giving us the trauma.
Yeah.
And then the friend is the one that's trying to help you up from the trauma.
Exactly.
But you're busy limiting them.
Yeah.
Ghosting them.
Yeah.
Because you're enabling the monster of your mom or dad and that nigga or that man that doesn't care about you.
Exactly.
Because honestly, I've been on that end where I'm like there for my female friend, there for my male friend, and they're limiting me when the person that's hurting them and harming them is they're not enabling them. So not saying that's your story, but
no, I get it.
Yeah, but
true.
I want people to start thinking of having a romantic and friendship can be equal.
Yeah, it can go hand in hand.
And to be honest with you, you be having a friend of 10 years and a man of 6 months, and you're sharing everything with this man who does not know you. And you stated a valid point. Every relationship that you started with starts with a friendship, which we have to remind ourselves of, regardless of how horny we are.
Let's go back to that because sex is something. Sex is vulnerable.
It's an energy.
Right.
It's an energy.
So once you allow yourself to experience that for somebody, that's when you like.
Like
everything.
Because remember, you're letting someone in your womb.
And that's that maturity, emotional maturity to navigate. Okay, I'm just horny.
Exactly.
Your dick or your pussy is talking. So
you can experience intimacy in different ways.
Exactly.
Right.
And this is where community comes in for me. I'm like,
this is intimacy.
Right. Literally. Exactly.
So.
Cooking for somebody, intimacy. Like
that part.
just like loving me on my love languages.
Yes.
Like for me, like, okay, my first love language is acts of service. So if you do things for me to make my life easier, like things like this.
Wow.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
All right. I would say I think there is space, I think compounded with the emotional maturity and like understanding where you are and stuff. I think there is space if you decide to just like to have an intimate experience with someone and like, and like
romantic.
that be romantic. Yeah. Okay. And that be what it is, like it can be, because
you gotta be really mature for that.
But that's what it takes, right? Yeah. Because I think like sex can be healing, sex can be playful, sex can be fun, intimacy and all that romance within itself. So I think it's important to like just make that distinction, because we also don't want to like kind of stigmatize ourselves, because sometimes that so that hug is what we need, or sometimes that caress is what we need, or whatever it is, and so
from that person that harms you, or
not necessarily no.
Look at me going there. Not a person that let me in the trauma.
Not somebody that harms.
Meaning the intimacy, the romantic intimacy.
Yeah, if you're horny and like you tell somebody that and they're like, oh shit, me too, and then they're like, all right, so like no strings, what's up? All right, cool. I'm just saying, when you grown, you grown.
Yeah, come on. Let's finish this off with you. When we grow, we grow. Okay. Can we finish this off with you? Yeah, because we know when we grow, baby.
Yo, what's the question?
This one with the question. Oh my God. What was the question? Shit. How do you navigate friendships versus romantic love? Yeah, because we be going off.
I'm still learning. I'm still navigating that.
Okay, come on, navigate.
I'm still navigating that because within the last couple of years, I just realized intimacy can exist in my friendships outside of sex. And it has been more healing. Funny, it's been more healing than sex.
That's hard.
No, it has. Like, being able to, like, I have never, like, my brothers, we don't say I love you and all that, but to have a friend, a male figure in my life, I have a couple, and to be like, I love you. At first, it was hard for me to say that to a male figure.
Yeah. Without saying it romantically.
Yeah. And I had to get comfortable with that. And then the more I got comfortable with that, the more then it was like, I can just allow myself to be safe. I can allow myself to be seen. I can just be.
Yeah.
So I'm still navigating that. But in the past, listen, my relationships in the past has been toxic as fuck. Okay? So right now, the healthiest relationships that I have is my friendships.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And I don't know if it's me being Aquarius, because either kings and queens are ghosting sometimes. But also learning how to place things. Like when I meet people, I know how to place them. Yeah, like your intuition could kind of tell you, oh, this person it might be long term. This person I'm not too sure on. So yeah, learning how to place people kind of navigates that too.
I'm learning not to.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to place people. I'm just trying to experience them for where they at and where I'm at.
Yeah,
That's fair.
All right.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
have you ever tried to like say okay, or see someone, okay, this is just a friend, but then like you start like you catch feelings.
Yeah, you know what?
And that's okay.
It changes.
Placing people is limiting. Let's not limit anything and appreciate the moment and the time and where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, you checked me. You got that one. So my next question is, how do you end a relationship, or it can be a friendship, while protecting yourself? Daija.
Ooh. Okay.
And does an end mean an end? Or does it mean possible end? I mean possible opening.
Okay. How do I end a
How do you
relationship?
end a relationship? It can be a relationship, which is romantically, or a friendship, while protecting yourself.
Okay. So yeah, I've had to do this for a while. I'm very loving. I'm very compassionate. I'm just very caring. I love my peoples. Like I try to jump in whenever I can to help my peoples however way I can. Without overburdening myself, of course. I'm still learning how to do that. But I think when it gets to a point where I feel like I no longer see myself benefiting the other person or me in a relationship, and it's just kind of toxic, and I know it's just our time to part ways. And like you said, the last part I'm going to add in, I leave things pretty open-ended. I do. I don't like to put harsh stops on any relationship, because I know stuff evolves, changes over time. And I think I'm on my journey though, and if we meet again on it again, then we happen again. But I just let it rock. I don't force anything.
Yeah.
But so I've learned to be more vulnerable in my friendships and be more open, have really tough, uncomfortable conversations. And when I realized that that person no longer has the maturity to handle my vulnerability or meet me where I'm at right now, currently this Daija, because a lot of people that you've known for a really long time, they can place you in a certain position. I had this conversation with my friend about it, and it's they keep you in this little box, right? And they don't see you growing as a certain person that you're becoming, and they try to just treat you as how they could before, and it's nah, I got boundaries now. I love myself. You can't treat me like that. And if you're not able to reach me there, we have to go. Because I love myself more. I love myself more than any situation, any relationship I could ever be in. And if I see myself not growing with you, we have to part ways. So for now, until one person, and I trust that everybody I love that I've been in a relationship with have their people, are gonna meet their people too. They're gonna meet the people that's gonna help them evolve, grow, and they're gonna have the experience they need to have in order for them to continue on their journey. So I just trust that, and I send love. And then when it comes to romantic relationships, same thing. It's I enjoyed you for the time we had. I appreciate what you've been able to teach me. And now it's kind of just time for us to part ways. And I don't think I've left Well, let me not lie. Yeah. I'm a little hot-headed sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown or whatever. So I'm not leaving without a fight. Like not. I'm a little. I'm to my heart a little bit. But after that, it's all love. But it's kind of like. And I don't like to be in positions where I have to show that side of myself either. Yeah. I like to be soft. Yeah, it's like what you say? What?
It's the fire side of the room.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta black people real quick. Like, she right.
Play with you.
Yeah, like don't play in my face.
Don't play with me.
Don't play in my face. Like, yeah, it's kind of like But that whole like doing like, I'm still I want to still hold myself up to a certain stature, like as a woman, and I want to like. I'm a queen, right? I don't want to my crown gotta still be up in a way. So I'm growing up. I'm 28 now. Like I'm mature. Like I don't want to continue. Like I don't want to have like fallouts with people. I kind of just want to just leave on good terms. Like I don't think a harsh fallout is necessary.
Y'all be saying so.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm
getting
old now.
I get it.
Like
but also too, we gotta normalize falling outs. Because not everybody is aligned to be with you towards the end.
Absolutely.
It's okay, but it's how you handle it.
Exactly. That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
I don't think fallout is the word. I just think about miscommunication or not really understanding.
Or just timing. Divine timing.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is divine timing right now.
You don't gotta have
I don't ain't meant for me anymore.
Yeah, that energy, putting out that negative energy is too much.
Before I move on to the next, what does showing up for you look like?
From other people?
Meaning for you, what does showing up, because you mentioned something about showing up for you. And also, it's also to you, showing up for others. What does that look like?
Okay, each individual relationship has like its certain, needs, I guess. So I show up for other people differently than I do for others, depending on their needs and what I can provide as a friend or a partner. I would say, let me see. As long as you're not stopping me from like doing the stuff that I have to do, like I'm very like driven type of like self kind of. I don't know. Like I really love self improvement. I'm like a little bit of self. Like whenever I have a little stunts of like, I gotta go to the gym. I'm on this, that, and third. I'm doing my meditation. I'm doing this. I'm learning how to do this. Like I'm very. As long as you're not distracting me from doing that, and like you're sending love. Actually, no. I'm gonna ask this question like this because I have a friend that I've known since I was like 10 years old, and I just had this conversation with her the other day. I was like, I travel a lot. I'm a solo traveler, so sometimes I hop up and leave, and everybody be like, oh, here she go again. Where's she going? Like, is she okay, girl? You ain't got no service. We can't call you. And I'm like, I'm gonna be fine. And she was like, so I asked her, and I was like, like, do you be worried about me when I be leaving and stuff like that? And she's like, Daija, nah. Like, I just, I know you, and I want you to be happy. And I know that the part of your journey that you're on right now, you need to go experience. And I know you're happier out there when you're out in the bush. Like when you're out doing stuff like that and being more connected to nature. Like, I never worry. I don't worry about you. Why would I worry about you? She's like, if I were to choose to worry about you, I could just choose to like wish you the best or think that you're being happy. It's a choice I'm making. I choose to think that you're okay. And I was like, wow, that's my girl.
That is your girl.
Like she just
also too, giving your friends the space to kind of do their own, like
that part. Yeah. I like space. Yeah.
Seeing each other every day could burn each other out.
Yeah.
But also having so much distance can phase each other out.
Right.
So
that's true.
Zen, if you can follow up with that question. How do you end a relationship or friendship while protecting yourself?
While protecting yourself. So how do we evolve?
Yeah, so basically, how do you end a friendship while protecting yourself?
How do you end a friendship?
Like sometimes ending a friendship or relationship can kind of destroy you. So how do you protect yourself in that process?
Well, I mean, my path hasn't always been the righteous path, honestly. Because I think just naturally as humans, we self-preservation is a thing. Like, even if that means hurting other people, So I think, I think there are ways of protecting yourself that don't equate to hurting other people, and that's just being upfront and communicating where you're at, and being as vulnerable as you can. That's and in my experience, that's been the best way to go about things. But also, in terms of friendships, like there are friendships that have kind of like phased out, and I've just had to accept that. Some endings, endings are inevitable. Some of them, most of them, you won't have closure for. So that's something I had to learn too. Like that might mean journaling a letter to your friend or to your loved one or to your ex, and saying the things that you wish you could have said to them, through the cosmos, opposed to like actually calling them and meeting up with them, and because that's too much sometimes. So yeah, I think just letting yourself experience something new by letting go. 'Cause I think sometimes too we hold on too much to friendships, and
I know that no longer serve us. Excuse me.
Oh man, it's like for me, especially in both relationships and friendships, like it was a pattern of like, okay, I'll get with somebody, we break up, I miss them, now I'm with somebody else and I'm thinking about the new person. So this like attachment to the past has been like a cyclical thing. And then even with friendships, holding on to certain friendships that like, I'm like, yo, this is what I'm doing now, like, check it out, blah, blah, blah. And then like, there's no reciprocity, so I'm like, all right, clearly I'm talking to a wall. So either I'm just gonna have to accept that this person is no longer in my life in the way that they were before, or I'm just gonna keep talking to a wall, And then to allude to something you were saying, Daija, before, it's like when you kind of just rise in frequency, like literally certain people just can't hear you or see you because they can't. You know what I mean? Like they just can't. Like you don't exist on the same plane as them. You feel me? So
different planet.
Different planet. Yeah. So that's helped a lot.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I love y'all. So these two answered it down. The next question is intimacy and identity. What forms of intimacy matter most to you beyond the physical? I feel like you answered kind of majority of it, but you can.
I was like, we talked about like acts of service and things like
this.
Honestly, for me, a big thing like non-physical support. Support. That's the only thing that comes to my mind, because like that's just who I am as a person in general. Like the type of friend that I am like. Call me, you need anything, support, like advice, whatever it is, I will get up and do anything for anyone. I don't take that lightly. So yeah, and I would expect the same thing back, to be honest with you. So that's why I'm like support, because I need the same thing I'm giving you, please give me back. And it's not going to be in the same ways, and I understand that, but as long as we have a conversation and we know like what I'm giving and what you're getting, and we're on the same page about that. Cool.
And how do you navigate when you don't get that back? Because some people, they don't have a lot.
You get blocked.
Oh, period.
That's it. You get blocked, because if I sat there,
heavy on the block.
That's it. Because if I
and block means in all aspects.
Yes.
Oh
yes. You won't get access to me anymore. Because I know who I am, and I know what I give. So that's at the end of the day, if you can't give me that, that's fair. But please communicate that with me.
Yeah.
And if we can't reach the same page, that's okay. That's perfectly okay. There's no drama. There's no beef.
None.
But you will get blocked. But you will get blocked.
Euralis. Yo, the way she have you on the block. Yeah, Sam don't play.
No. I have boundaries, people. Like,
love and boundaries, honey.
Yep. That part.
I'm the same way as far as support.
Yeah.
I pour into the people I love. I speak life into them.
Exactly.
And I want the same thing, but sometimes there's a fine line between that, because sometimes you might show up for somebody, but they may not need that same support, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like speaking different love language, knowing their love language versus learning their love language. And if they don't, I communicate. And if I see there's no change, then I resort to like deuces.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a mature way of going about it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you don't do that.
No, but I get it.
No, but I get it too.
Yeah.
I'm just, because I go based off like everything my whole life is based off of my intuition, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, and I reflect a lot.
Same.
So that's why I'm like, I don't even mean to be like, okay, let me have a conversation with you. For me, there's no point in having a conversation.
Right, because it's like you already show me who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Woo,
That part,
drink to that.
I ain't got no more. But I agree. But I mean, I'm a softie. I like people. I love people. And sometimes I'm like, I want things to work. So that's why I communicate first before I do the deuces.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And is support, is that your way of
Act of
going
service.
beyond?
So my love language, I'm saying it might be different from the other person, but my love language is act of support and words of encouragement.
Words of encouragement over just support.
Yeah. Like those are like my top two. Yes, make it easy for me because I got too much on my plate.
I think what we forget as a society, which I've been seeing a lot, we've been fascinated with celebrities and musicians and this kind of hierarchy. And people are quick to celebrate them, but they're not quick to celebrate the people that's in front of them or around them or people that they know.
Yeah.
So with me, I can meet you in 2 seconds. If I think you're dope, I'm going to celebrate you.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out a way to support you.
Yeah.
And I realize with that energy, the blessings be coming out of nowhere. Because everybody has their own trauma, situation, battle they're going through. And you just showing that little bit. Good morning, how's your day going?
And that can be a lot to some people. Because maybe they don't have, or maybe they're looking for it. Maybe they don't know how to verbalize and say, hey, I need this from some of their friends. So from a stranger that I just met, you don't know how many times I spoke life into you just off the strength. But just off the strength of who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just you as a person. Like, I could be standing there, I'd be
even
hiding, and you'd be like,
even at having a worst day, please don't project what you might assume it might be. Just celebrating and supporting, but celebrating is just freely celebrating them, making them feel good. And I've been seeing a lot amongst a lot of women. They'll be like, oh my God, she look great, I'm gonna tell her. They will go out their way to tell her. I wish that we had that same energy
all around.
I do see a lack of that with black men. Like, but that's a whole nother episode. You know, we do got 2 black men here, but I see that a lot. So, cause I'm Siren, I'm constantly surrounded by a lot of feminine energy. I've learned to kind of celebrate that. Cause before, when I was in male spaces, where it's at the gym or gay spaces, I didn't see men celebrating each other. It was like kind of like a competition of sizing each other up. Not saying that women don't do that, but I've been seeing this positive feminine energy where they're constantly celebrating each other without even knowing each other. So celebrating and supporting someone causes nothing. Excuse me. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But y'all definitely answered that question down. So Daija, how do you hold space for queer love or fluidity? Meaning, like, if it was like a woman coming to you with the type of love.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm putting you out to new boundaries.
Yeah. See.
So is love or?
Yeah, love is love. I was trying to think back to a time where a woman did come to me. I don't know, maybe
you could though.
Yeah, that's what I was doing at first. I was like, okay, but so I am heterosexual. I do love, I'm attracted romantically to men. But love is love. Yeah. I'm open to I have all types of friends. Everyone love is love. It's like I don't have any restrictions or any boundaries when it comes to like how people identify as or like what type of love they want. So what was another part of the question?
So it's like, how do you hold space for queer love and fluidity? So you kind of said love is love.
Yeah. For me, love is love. Like I said, once you embody love truly, like you're not gonna have any like any negative type of projection or any type of like, no, I think you should love like this, or I think like I don't see that.
You're not defining.
I'm not defining that at all. So I don't.
Even when it comes to like pronouns and presentation.
Yeah, like, and love is showing respect, right? So if you say that you present this way, I'm gonna have to fix my dialogue a little bit in order to show you that type of love. I don't want to ever make anybody feel uncomfortable, right? When I'm holding space, just in general. Like I want to actually, that's a really big responsibility, and I think you want to hold a space or have an environment built where it's just like pure love. It's like you want to do your best to even if you grew up with a certain way of thinking or something like that, or different type of, you just gotta fix it. It takes work to fix it. Improve it so that people can feel love.
Sure.
So what you were saying, yes, to that, you gotta stay open. Because for me, growing up, very religious, my family's like, you gay, you going straight to hell. Like don't, and especially with my brother, he's gay, and like, there's a stigma against me. Like the way how they treat him is different. But I think within the last few years, I had to allow myself to be open to queer love. And then it's funny because like the most love I'm getting is from gay people. It's weird.
No, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah. And it's like, wow. And then it kind of like changed the narrative of how I feel about, especially the way I was raised up about how gay is supposed to be and whatever. It's like, no, love is love. Your sexuality doesn't change who you show up as.
Exactly.
So that was like a major turning point for my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Come on now. Love is love.
Love is love.
All right. For Zen and Sam, what red flags do you no longer ignore? I kind of feel like y'all answered some of it, but I'm going to start with Sam and then Zen.
Okay. The
Pisces team over here. Fire signs, Pisces side. Literally, I don't know how we set this up. Yeah, I'm the only air sign representing. I'm in the middle. So we fighting water and fire. Let's go.
What red flags am I no longer ignoring? Love bombing. I'm not ignoring that.
I'm not learning. I'm not ignoring
that.
Yeah, what's that part?
Like everything. I stay by this. Everything takes time. Everything. There's no rush. There is no rush.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I do.
That's a Pisces response, though. Like,
no, but
Go ahead.
no, it's okay.
I used to.
No, because at the end of the day, like I said, I really do. I listen to my spirit in all ways, like at all costs. So like I do believe love at first sight, but I also do believe that like I don't know, like I personally know I'm gonna be on this earth for a very long time. Like I have a long life here, and I'm okay with that. So for me, everything's gonna take time, and that's it. And like however that looks and however that is, that's what it is. To be honest with you, like I'm not rushing anything. There's no reason to rush anything. Like what am I rushing for? My death? I'm not. Like I have my whole life. I'm gonna meet who I'm gonna meet. I'm gonna become who I'm gonna become. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and that's it. Like I don't need to put like a thing on it. But yeah. But for a red flag, love bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also a form of manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be cautious of that energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, we're friends.
No, yeah, I hear that. I second that. Love bombing for sure. Another thing is like how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you speak about yourself, how you speak about others is very like important to me. You know, because then that like words mean a lot to me. I think like words of affirmation is like one of my like love languages and stuff. So yeah, and I feel like if you know someone can like speak power into you, they can also like speak you know destruction stuff into you. You know what I mean? So it's like that's something I try to be mindful of. And yeah, red flag. Yeah, just bad people, honestly. Like people that like take advantage of other people or like just like yeah, just aren't good people. I don't know. It's a green flag is like definitely like yeah, like just like kindness and care, you know. I really like that. Yeah, unbiasedly, like that's you know, and again, that's a part of sort of the material.
Emotional maturity.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it used to be like, yeah, like this person's so hot and I'm just like gonna go and like just you know pursue them because they're attractive to me. But then that shit really don't mean nothing. Because after you're intimate or whatever, you laid up with them and they annoy you, or like, you know, they can't, like, you can't just like throw in a movie and just kick it with them or something. It's like, all right, what are we really doing here? You know? So those are the things that I try to like look out for. You know, also peace. Like, how, like, does this person? Damn. Okay. All right. Because I love peace. I love doing nothing. I love silence. I love like
happy to see them.
Yeah. Word.
Friend or romantic.
Yeah.
It's not a celebration. I don't feel excited to see you. It's a problem.
So if you feel like you annoyed, then that's
You're in the way.
That part.
Also, too, I kind of been looking at is people, as we're right now, we do the work on ourselves. They will find a way to complain about themselves, make themselves the victim, and I don't see a change in it. That energy is contagious, and that's like a red flag. And it's also a form of manipulation. Why should I have to encourage you to go to the gym, love yourself, respect people, be kind, without you naturally doing it? If I have to speak on it, that's a red flag for me. So yeah, you guys were amazing. The last question I have is, what words of affirmation you have for someone that's struggling in silence? Daija, Euralis, Sam, and Zen, in that order. That's a closing question.
Okay, what words of affirmation do I have with somebody that's suffering in silence?
In terms of love and boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So, well, for one, you're not alone. We're all figuring out ways to learn and, most importantly, unlearn a lot of the ways in which we were taught to love ourselves and others. So I think in the process of you unlearning that stuff, you're gonna, it's gonna be a couple setbacks. You're gonna have to experience certain things to learn more about, how you should be loving and how someone should be loving you. So I think, what can I say? Let me see. Love. I think love yourself. Focus on yourself first and foremost. Make sure you know yourself too, because you're not gonna know what you want from other people unless you know yourself. Like, you're not gonna know what you want. So make sure you know who you are and the things that you're trying to accomplish. And then, literally, like I said before, everything is within and it's so without. So you look for everything you need within yourself. And then I'm telling you right now, from experience, everything you need is gonna be presented to you in due time. So along your journey, you're gonna find love, the right love, as long as you learn to love yourself properly. That's pretty much me.
And it takes time.
And that takes time, yes.
Euralis?
It's okay to be seen. It's okay to allow yourself to be vulnerable. It's okay to allow others to step in and be there for you. It's okay for you to be safe in the right places with the right people. And give you a chance to be open to that.
I love that. Sam?
I would say it's okay to ask for support. Like, it's hard. It's hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Like, even for me, honestly, like I will call my friends and like vent about selective things, and then they will even just make me aware. It's like, yo, you're not even asking for support. You're not asking for this, and I'm like, you're right. So honestly, just like, if you have one supportive person, then that's honestly all you need. Don't go crazy, but that's all you need, honestly.
I would say that healing is a journey and not a destination. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and remember that you are divinely guided and divinely protected.
Ashe.
Wow. I want to thank you guys.
Wait,
all.
what's your?
Oh,
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
I forgot. This is how raw it is. You guys honestly said everything I would say. That's why I'm like speechless. Really be seen, as you said earlier. Learn that everything starts with self. Venting is very important. I actually did that the other day. I had a traumatic experience going to the city from Brooklyn, and I went to an interview, and I didn't feel seen. So I went to Brooklyn Tea and I vented to the barista. And I was like, I came there looking for you because I knew that you were a safe space for me to vent. So sometimes venting doesn't have to be from your friend, your mom, your man. It could be from a complete stranger that's hearing you out. But in order to get rid of that like negative energy and bless new energy, it has to be released. So constantly releasing energy to allow new blessings in, and also changing your thought process, being open to love, knowing your boundaries. It does take time, but the only way it can really be effective is if you start looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself, I am worthy of love, abundance, alignment, manifestation, everything positive, and you are worthy of that. So, and celebrate yourself because you only got one life to live. And you never know when it's that time that you might leave. And you want to leave with a legacy of love, basically. And love is not confusion with anything else. Love is simply pure, genuine, unbiased, and it's the color pink and red.
Before he said red, but now
it's pink now. But thank you guys for tuning in to Siren Talks, Sip, Heal, and Talk. And I'll catch you guys on the next wave. Bye. Yay.